you guys. Happy Wednesday. So I just want to come on and let you guys know I went ahead and had a show, a whatnot show yesterday morning. I had been postponing my shows because, like I said, I would have a show and then get zero in sales. And became a bit discouraging. Not a bit, a lot discouraging. But I said, Valerie, you just got to stay the course. Okay, you took a little pause. You took a little detour. You got to get back on here and move some of this stuff. Because you cannot buy more stuff to try to sell if you're not selling the older stuff that you have. So I decided to have a $2 Tuesday show. Finally made some sales. I only made, well, I shouldn't minimize myself. I made 127, something like that, in sales, but they were all, for the most part, $2 sales. So that's quite a bit of orders. They were $2. I think I did have a $10 sale and maybe a $5 sale here or there. But anyway, I was just selling whatever for $2. I was bundling items together, giving people 2 and 3, sometimes 5 items for $2. One accomplishment that I'm so happy of is I got rid of half of my nail polish, the regular nail polish. I still have a bin full of gel nail polish, but one person came in. I said, hey, you guys want some nail polish? I just put them on the little turnstile here. Now I do my shows off camera. So I have a little black platform here, and I have my camera here facing these items, and I don't even bother showing my face anymore. Little platform here. So I just threw 5 bottles of nail polish up on there, and I said $2. Anybody want nail polish for $2? I have gel, I have regular. Somebody bought them, and I tried to put colors together that would complement each other, whatever. Somebody bought them. I said, well, no, they asked for more. I said, of course I have more. So I was bundling 5 bottles of nail polish for $2. And then finally I just said, listen, you want the rest of them? I've already put them in a little baggie for her. There's 5 in each one of these bags here. So she bought that. And then finally, I had this bin here, and I counted them out. I said, there's 19 bottles here. Can I get $10 for 19 bottles? She said, sure. So that was one of the higher orders, is a $10 order. But yeah, so she bought several other things from me, and I believe this lady's total was $47 from her. So I'm going to bag these up. And when I do shipping, I do $9.21 max shipping. So what that gets you is priority. Where did I put the doggone box? Flat rate shipping. So no matter how heavy this box gets, they just pay $9.21 maximum. So because these are bottles, I'm going to wrap these up. I'm going to put these actually into these little baggies here. The nail polish, each set I'll put in here bubble wrap. And by the way, if you're a reseller, if you have a bin store near you, I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the bin stores. The bin stores meaning where every day is a different price. This day that I bought these, they were $4, and I think it's well worth it. There's what, 50? It was open, but that's okay if a few were missing. Bubble wrap bags, 50 bubble wrap bags for $4. That's a deal. And actually, see, now they're coming in handy because I can wrap each set of nail polish in these. And I don't care how many I have to use. It was well worth it buying this bundle here for $4. But anyway, don't sleep on the bin stores. I've found different size boxes, like a pack of boxes there for real cheap. But anyway, back to whatnot. So total, looks like I had 5 customers total. and my total in sales was 125 or 127, something like that. But here's the thing. So I get up 5 o'clock. My phone was charged, but maybe only like 70% or something like that. And I never worry about my phone running out of battery because usually I quit my show before I even noticed that my battery is going dead. But because I was getting orders, then all of a sudden my phone starts to go dead. So I try to plug it in, and this is a slow charging cable right here. So then I thought, oh no, let me go get my battery pack that I take to work and my fast charging plug. Plug that in. Well, my battery pack was low. So I'm telling the people, listen, if the phone dies, I appreciate you guys coming. I promise I'll have another $2 show because I'm filming on my phone, but I'm on my laptop putting in the prices and starting the bids. Well, of course, the phone goes dead. So I go to my computer and somebody was telling me, hey, you can just pause the show. I've never paused the show before. I know that you can restart a show, but I believe that was if you have an iPhone, you can restart it on your phone. But I guess they must have upgraded the website because I had never seen this button before. I was able to restart my show or continue my show with my computer's camera on my computer. But honey, when I tell you that camera ain't jack, honey, it was just as grainy as can be. And because I'm not used to holding things up to the computer, everything was everywhere. So I did sell a few more things, even on the computer. But then I did have to end the show because I had promised that I would go get my nephews and spend the day with them. And they are most important to me. And they live an hour and a half away. So I had to end the show. But I was happy that I did make some sales on whatnot. So I just showed you what this lady bought. Oh, she bought all of the nail polishes. She bought a few more, like lippies, face oil, and I started selling. I won't flip the camera around. I'll leave it the way it is. I started selling because some other things I just don't want to sell for $2. But what I did start selling was little bundles of samples. And I know other people do this too. I said, let me see how this goes for $2. So what I would do is I would put, 6 items together, like little samples like this. Maybe I've bought a bundle like this myself, or maybe I got these as freebies in my packages over the past year or so. Like these little sample packs here. I know this for sure I got for free as a giveaway. Things like this, I remember paying like maybe to give as giveaways. These little sample packets, like maybe I would pay $2 for 10 of them or something like that. So anyway, I would put together little packets like this, like 5 or 6 cosmetic items like this. And these right here, honey, I have boxes of these. Like I bought when I first started to give as giveaways, like one box of 100 of these, I probably would pay maybe $12, $15, $20. So I still have probably 200 of these right here that I can give as giveaways. But anyway, so I would put these two together, and people love, well, I love to bundle too, but people like to think that they're getting a lot for a little. So I would put, like, say, these items together here, $2. People would buy them, and after I sold maybe 4 of them, something like that, maybe a little variation in each bundle, I said, y'all want some more? One thing about the chat, sometimes they don't respond to you. So I just kept doing it. So I kept selling all of these little bundles here for $2. This lady, this is about 2 bundles right here in one bag. So that's how I made some money yesterday. So I have a show scheduled Friday morning. Why? when I work Thursday night. I don't know what I was doing, because when I reschedule these shows, I just pick a date on the calendar. And then if I need to reschedule, I will. So I will have to reschedule the show for Friday. So with that being said, did I sell anything else? Yeah, there were a couple of orders that came through on eBay yesterday that I've already sent out before I went to go pick up my nephews. I think I have one order on eBay, an educational toy that I need to mail off this morning. Yeah, so that's it. I had a show. I made a little money. And then guess what? I believe the exact amount of money that I made, even though it went into a business account, I probably spent that money, that same amount of money, on my nephews. We went to go see Hopper's cartoon, but at the movie theater, it was like somewhere around $25 for the movies, $25 for their popcorn and their little kids pack, $25. $25 for a little Slurpee, popcorn, and a little pack of candy. Okay, but I love them though. I took them to, they wanted to go to Wendy's for lunch, and then they wanted to go to, no, I took them to the Dollar Tree to get snacks or toys or whatever they wanted. And honey, my little nephew, he's a negotiator, because I said just 2 items, just 2. You can either get candy or a little toy or whatever, or a combination, but just 2. They both came out with 3 each, but that's okay. I love them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great Wednesday. Bye.